he does stuff with it. So
perfect. Thank you.
That was pretty light. It was all a lot of books and patterns.
Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live on December 3rd. It's already 4:02, ladies. Phyllis is running late. She just walked in the door. So Doris is giving her a bunch of goodies that she's been saving for her. So I'm gonna wait. Well, we don't have to wait. We can get started. So there are a couple of things that I want to show you guys. If you're new to watching and you have never, I'm gonna get me out. I don't know why we're on two screens. Hang on a second. Okay, so if you're new to watching and you have never joined in and you want to register, we will have some auctions. We will have some, we have Tim Holt's new line of fabric, the last in the series of the color series. So this is like a multicolor, just came in. So we've got that, and we've got some gifty items. We've got a bunch, really, we've got a lot of different things. But I do want to show you, welcome Peggy and Susan and Carolyn and Kathleen. And Victor. So Lynn brought in, and Lynn has brought these purses in the other, a couple of weeks ago. She brought these purses in, and this is a really big one. And then she also brought in this little baby Christmas one, kind of like one you could just throw your knitting in or something if you're going to your girlfriend's. And then this one's a medium-sized one here. So she made all these samples. She says it's super quick and easy. I think you need a yard for the outside and a yard for the lining, but it's literally, I'm going to make one so that I can show you how easy it is. If I can make it, anybody can make it. But what Lynn brought in today is, because Lynn's brain is kind of like mine, it's always working. So she has a bunch of quilt tops that she doesn't really want to get quilted because she doesn't need more quilts, but she loves piecing. So she took her quilt top and she turned it in, she just cut it up and used it as fabric. So basically she created her own fabric. You can see the pieced squares there. So she just created her own fabric to make the purse, but she used a different quilt top for the lining. So that way she has a different look. So a lot of us have quilt tops that are in the closet, and someday we'll get them quilted or whatnot, but you don't necessarily have to take them to the quilter to have them quilted or quilt them yourself. You can literally just use them as pieces of fabric, cut them up, and then sew them into whatever project you want. So that is another idea to use up your quilt tops.
Devin's bear would be gorgeous in old quilt.
Oh yeah, Devin's bear would be really cute as a with a quilt top. Yes. If you haven't seen Devin's bear, tune in on Monday and I'll get it out and show you guys, because that's a fun one. I'm actually going to do one of the bear. I'm going to do bears for with shirts as memory bears for 3 kids that lost their dad. But it's a quick and easy pattern, kind of like a pancake pattern. You just put the 2 pieces of fabric together, trace around the bear, cut it out, sew it, stuff it, and you're done. So that's a good quick Christmas gift too. So tune in Monday. I'll demo that. But if you want to make these quick and easy purses, use up some fabric in your stash. The pattern is S73. It's $9. S73. It's $9. Thank you, Cherry, for sharing. We love it when you guys share with your friends, because in today's economy, we need all the viewers we can get to watch. So S73 is the pattern is $9. Another idea for the using up your quilt tops is this cute little basket. So Lynn made a quilt top, cut it up, and you can see she cut it up, just turned it into a quick and easy basket, and then went to the dollar store to get one of these ugly baskets that she puts inside of here. So just a good idea of you can still make quilt tops, but you don't necessarily have to turn them into quilts, because we all just love to piece. And anytime we are putting together a quilt top, we're basically creating our own fabric. So you can really use it for anything your heart desires. There are no rules. You don't have to turn it into a quilt. We have a few gifty items today. So if you need Christmas primitive gifts, we have this cute little stocking. It says snow, and then his necklace says burr. S70 is just a cute little stocking stuffer or a cute little gift that you can give to friends. S70 is $18.95. And then a cute little snowman, Let It Snow, in case you could make these because they're pretty simple. You could totally make these, but if you don't have time or you want to do something else, you could buy them already finished. So S67 is $28. And then we have I found this hidden. So if you've got grandkids, basically a granddaughters coming over, because these are very more girlish. If you've got granddaughters and you want some crafty projects to work with them over Christmas break or whatnot, if they're coming to visit you, I have one of the Little Red Riding Hood kits that I found under it was actually stuffed with our tall rolls of like weird fabrics. It was in that basket. So S65 is $24. We only have one of these left of Little Red Riding Hood. And I don't know if you can zoom in. So it's a printed felt project. So you cut it out and then you can add stabilizers if you want to give it a little bit of body. So this is what Little Red Riding Hood looks like. It folds up into a nice little carrying case. So it's kind of like a quiet book for church. They open it up. There's a bed here. And then the bed has different quilts. You've got the little figures. You've got a table here. The table does have a pocket for all of your extras. I'm going to show you the extras in a minute. Because when we take this to shows, it's really hard to keep all the pieces together. But you've got Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood, a cute little tree, so they can play with these. It's kind of like paper dolls, but we've put, it actually feels like she put wool on the back, but it might be felt. I'm not sure. But then Karen made a cute little carrying bag for us because it had all of these extras. So you've got more quilts, you've got more, hey, Sharon. All of these chairs and leaves and squirrels and apples and pies. And I don't know. I don't remember a dad being in Little Red.
Woodsman.
Oh, there's a woodsman in Little Red Riding Hood. I don't remember him either. But cute little things. So this would be a really fun project if you've got somebody who's like, I don't know, 4 or 5-ish, I would think. And then there's Granny. So, and then there's a billion more in here, like strawberries and mushrooms. And this was from a different project. I don't know how that got in there. So we only have one of these kits left for Little Red Riding Hood. OMG, all these pieces were in a Santa bag at one point. Okay, so S65 is $24, and that will create this Little Red Riding Hood project. So if you've got somebody and you want to do a project with them, this is a great opportunity. Here, I'll throw you this. And if you don't love Little Red Riding Hood, then we also have the same concept, but it's a Barbie house with Barbies. So you've got all those little individual Barbies and then all of the fun stuff that goes with it. So S66 is $23 for Barbie. S66 is $23 for Barbie. And then we do have some panels. If you're into last minute Christmas projects, S64, or maybe you're going to get them now for next Christmas. If you're new to watching and you want to order anything, you just type in S. S is you committing to buying it, and then the number and how many you want. So if you want to make a panel, if you want to make this panel for all your friends, just type in S64 and then how many friends you have that you want to make a panel for. We quilted this one at one time, and then we popped Christmas lights through it. We just took our seam ripper and popped holes through the 3 layers and then popped the lights through it. It's a great little project to hang if you've got a smaller space. So S64 is $6. S64 is $6. And a lot of you guys already have these because we have shown them already in the past. Here's another one. S62. I know you guys are waiting for the auctions. But S62, just in case we didn't want anybody out there saying we only do auctions. So we try to do a little bit of everything, but the auctions are the most fun because you never know what you're going to find. S62 is $10. This would be cute pillows or cute like gift bags. S62 is $10. And then S63 is also $10. S63. We're going to have to find Phyllis a new job. S63. S63 is another cute panel. So if you've got a wedding you need to go to, you could just put this in the center and then do Scrappy all around it. And then you have a cute little gift to give them. And if you use your scraps, it's really not costing you too much. And we've got stocking stuffers. We've got cute little socks. So we've got, we could probably put it onto this, and I can do it myself if you want to do something else. Drink Like a Fish, S58 is $9.99 for cute little stocking stuffer socks. You Are Amazing, S57. And then Shiitake Happens, S59. So if you need cute little stocking stuffers, those are good fillers. And then we just got a new shipment in from Doris of her craft wool. So if you're making pin cushions, this is really great because it lubricates your needle. S60 is $6. S60 is $6. And then if you watched Peggy's, or not Peggy, if you watched Vicky's demo on Monday, so at 3:00 for Quilt Show Reno, we interview vendors and teachers. If you haven't signed up for classes yet, there are some classes you need to go check out and get signed up because there's some that are over half full already, and the classes have only been open for 1 week, so that's kind of exciting. But on Monday, we interviewed Vicky from Workman Farms out in Fallon, and she did a demo, super cute demo on those rings. What do you call those rings? Did you guys see the demo?
No.
So it was fabric rings, kind of like the paper rings, the chains we used to make like in elementary school, but she did it out of fabric and Decker Bond. Super cute, great way to use up your scraps. And then she did flip and stitch Christmas trees and a yo-yo lollipop out of red and white stripes, so it looks like a peppermint lollipop. And then she just glued them right onto gift cards, so or greeting cards. So if you need, we have come across a bunch of these cute, crafty envelopes. So we put together 10 of these envelopes. They're large, so you can do your custom letters or greeting cards, Christmas cards, whatnot. You have to come up with your construction paper that you glue, your cardstock that you glue your scrappy trees on or whatever. But we do have these cute envelopes, and we've got 10 of them, S56. So 10 of these envelopes for $1. That's 10 cents an envelope. That's a really good price. So if you need envelopes, S56 is $1. Yeah, it was a garland, like a paper garland. S56 is $1 for the envelopes. You can make your own cards. And then S110 is Nightmare Before Christmas. So if you want to make pillowcases or jammies, $8 a yard. You can make gift bags with this. All kinds of fun things you can do. $8 a yard. S110. Do you have any of Doris's dryer balls? Do you have dryer balls?
There, I just got them done washed, so I have to make them.
When can you have them?
No pressure. 2 weeks. Yeah, well, it depends on how many they order.
Terracotta, do you need the dryer balls for Christmas? She said she can have them depending on how many you order. She can have them maybe in 2 weeks. She's working on a new bunch. She just did a craft show, a Christmas craft fair.
And I sold 47.
Holy cow. I can't even imagine sitting there and making 47 of them. Okay. So this is what you all have been waiting for, I'm sure. This is the newest line, the last line in the color series from Tim Holtz. So it's all kind of rainbowy, except for that is your neutral palette, I guess. And then you've got the flowers with the dictionaries. You've got books. You've got stamps, but they do change colors. So it's kind of like all the colors combined. And then here's a floral one, the painter's palette, the collage, the tickets. And the tickets, I believe, do the same thing. They change colors also. So that is the newest line from Tim Holtz. If you get the collection, it's $12 a yard. So there's 10 in the series. The 1 yard pieces is 120. The half yard pieces is 60. Fat quarters are 33. And then we're going to show you the bolts real quick. If you want, you can.
I was waiting for you to show that.
Okay. S54. S54 is the kind of like the I don't know what they call it, but the reference guide for the flowers. S54. S13. S13 is the collage. S13 is the collage. Wait, S54. Sorry about that. S54. Wait, we got 2 S54s. I'm not sure how that happened. Gosh, I'm just seeing if you guys are paying attention. She needs 5.
I got it.
Okay. And do you need them for Christmas? I think she said yes.
Okay. I'll be working on them.
Doris will get them to us ASAP.
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure, Doris. S55 is a color guide. S55 is a color guide. And then it's a mystery. Okay, hang on a second. The collage S111. And we do have a trivia question for you guys. What was the first, I don't want to mess it up. What was the first
song?
First Christmas song played in space? What was the first Christmas song to be played in space? Okay, S111 is the collage. This is a fun one to fussy cut out and use for different things. Very interesting. S123 is the tickets, and S53 is the floral print. Victor says, oh, Kathleen was the first one. Kathleen said Jingle Bells. Kathleen, you are correct. We do have a prize for you, Kathleen. We have a Jingle Bell. Devin's going to love shipping this along with everything else. He's like, Mom, you have to stop doing auctions because it's random weird stuff. And we've gone through all of our boxes. Anyways, we've got a cute little ball for you, Kathleen. And it says on it, revive a romantic tradition. Hang a kissing ball in your hallway. So, Kathleen, that's for you for guessing Jingle Bells correctly. Hopefully it doesn't get broke. I'm going to put it in one of your bags.
Here, just give it to me. I have a pile of her stuff over there.
Okay. You do? Because there's more stuff there.
Yeah, I do have a pile of her stuff.
Okay. So that is, oh wait, there's 4 more in the collection. Okay, hang on a second. S121, that's a fun painter's canvas. S121. S122 is just a great background. Kind of looks like sand a little bit. just a great texture. And then S149 is postage stamps.
That'd make a nice beach family.
Yeah, it would. 118 is the books. S118 is the books. And Phyllis, I guess your job's over because we're going to do auctions for the rest of the day. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the collection here. The collection here, S071, if you want the whole color palette. So that's it. And there is a certificate to say that you learned about color if you want me to print those for you. If you were doing the Tim Holtz stuff. Okay, well, I'm going to flip over to me real quick so that Devin can change cameras because we have a ton of auctions. If you're new to watching and you've never seen an auction, it's kind of crazy. We are going to, we've inherited one of our customer sewing rooms. So you're going to get all kinds of things. Everything that's in your sewing room, you're going to find more of. So we do have this, and I'm sure this is a Moda. Okay, hang on a second. Devin's hooking you up. I'm pretty sure this is a Moda. At least that's what it seems like to me. It's a Robin Pandolph. I'm pretty sure she was Moda. And Robin, if you aren't familiar with her, she was very much the shabby chic princess. So we have a 2-yard piece here. We have a 2-yard piece here of Robin Pandolph, and it's an auction, and we're just going to start it at $12. So 2 yards is starting at $12. That's basically $6 a yard. If you need a creamy background, Devin is going to show it to you momentarily so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Hang on a second.
So look right.
Yep, looks perfect. No, it's upside down. Oh, wait.
No, it's not.
I'm upside down. Okay, so the auction is S99. It's a great floral background. It's 2 yards. 2 yards of fabric. Robin Pandolph, I think she's with Moda now. It does not say Moda on the selvage, but I'm guessing that it probably is. It's a 2-yard piece. S99 is starting at $12. S99 is starting at $12.
Very nice neutral.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one. If you're into shabby chic or that's kind of what it reminds me of. Then we've got another kind of a brown tan collection. This is kind of an interesting, I think those are bears. Oh no, it's little men. Okay, hang on a second. Right here, do you guys see the little men? I don't really know. Maybe it's a 2-yard piece, and it says vintage shirting circa 1860. So it's a reproduction for sure, but it says vintage shirting circa 1860. So it's a 2-yard piece here, and then probably like a fat quarter-ish piece here, probably a couple fat quarters. So just kind of a neutrally package of stuff. S113 will just start that at $10. 113 will start at $10. Hey Joyce, how are you?
It's 133.
133. 133 is starting at $10. There's a 2-yard piece of the vintage 1860s circa reproduction shirting. And then a couple of other neutrals. S113 is starting at $10. And then S99, 2 yards of Robin Pandolph. We used to have some patterns of hers. Anyways, S99, 2 yards of Robin Pandolph starting at $12. $12. And then we have a collection of goodies here. Okay, let's see what the goodies are. S113 is at $10. And then we have a random bag of goodies. So you've got some cute little ruffles that have a cute little red edging. You've got some tiny vintage rickrack. You've got some bias lace or something. I don't know what that is. Some red rickrack, some black rickrack, and then some other trims. You've got a whole container of this. At one point, it was $1.53 for that. And you've got some cute little buttons, some more eyelet trim, I believe that's called, and another thing of ribbon, satin ribbon, I believe. At one point, it was $3 a yard, and it's pretty much all still there. Let's just start this at $5. S112 is starting at $5. S99 on YouTube. S99 on YouTube for the Robin Pandolph is at $12. Victor says, thank you, Devin. He received his package today. It's like Christmas, Victor. You probably don't even know what's coming. S133 is at $10. S112 for all the laces and embellishments is starting at $5. We're going to close these up because we got a billion to go through. S99, that is a good deal, Joyce. Joyce Larson for $12. And then Victor for $10. And then I'll wait a minute. No takers on the trims and embellishments. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. We've got a variety of stuff today. Here is a brown collection. S112 is all those trims for $5. Gosh, I almost want to steal this because that little tiny rickrack is super cute. Super cute.
It's tiny.
Yeah, it's very tiny. It'd be good for like a mouth on something, like a little applique. Okay, here is a Browns, kind of a neutrally collection. You've got pretty big pieces if you're into landscapes. Look at back in the day when we used to wash and pre-wash our fabrics as soon as they came in the door and then serged the edges. Okay, sorry about that. And then it's kind of like fat quarter-ish sizes, and then a few pieces that are just like the random leftovers. But most of them are pretty good sizes. So bunch of fun stuff. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. You got some bricks, it looks like. And so it's kind of like the brown fabrics that would be in your collection. Here's a good basket weave if you're into applique. Sometimes it's hard to find good baskets to do flower arrangements. That's a great one. Then this looks like it was pieced in a project, but you've still got some good wood here you can do something with. And then two more pieces. So a whole bunch here. We'll just start this at $6. S71, the auction is at $6. Great landscape fabrics.
Yeah.
Oh, Candy, I hate to hear you're nursing a cold. Okay, S71 is at $6. S112 for the trims and embellishments. There's two of you at $5. Two of you at $5. Okay, I almost kept the cigar box for myself. But I didn't. Alas, I figured somebody else should have it.
Ooh.
So we've got some DMC threads. If you're doing any kind of handwork, this is fantastic threads. They're thicker weight than your normal DMC threads. You have some beading needles. I don't know what this is. I'll leave it in here just in case. Oh, I think this is for this. That metallic braid, the Krennic. I don't know. I'm allergic to something. S129 is the cigar box and the embroidery threads. Thank you. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Okay, 129 is the cigar box plus the threads and things. Okay, S112 for the embellishments. 112, I believe, is Mary Lou for $6. Mary Lou for $6. S129 is there's a couple of you at $6. 129, a couple of you at $6. What was 59?
I don't have a 59.
Me neither.
99 was the...
Kathleen, I'm not sure what number. Maybe that was 129. 129? 129 is at $8. 129 is at $8. 71 for the fabric is at $12. $12. Here, Lynn, I'm just going to give that to you. And then, that's okay. S129 is at $10. 129 is at $10. Probably the cigar box is worth more money than the stuff inside of it.
Yep, it's an original.
Oh, for sure.
Well, they've been making reproductions, so if they have a barcode on the bottom,
oh, they're new.
They're new.
Mm-hmm.
But this has no barcode, so it's an original, and it's in good shape.
I know I almost kept it for myself, but I have quite a collection going on. Look, it's back when cigars were, guess, if you can tell me how much the cigars were that came out of this box, I've got another prize for you. If you can tell me how much the cigars were, I'm going to have to get out a calculator. Okay, if you can tell me how much the cigars were, you'll win a prize. So how much the cigars were, I for sure need, it's big division there. S129 is at $15. 129 is at $15. 5 century. I think she means 5 cents. Well, they were a little bit more than 5 cents, Peggy.
I'd say they were close to $5.
No.
Way
under $5. I mean, it's not like today's prices for cigars, for sure. Okay, we have 2 Christmas towels. You're going to want to throw them in the washer. If you want Christmas towels, season's greetings, S72, we're going to start that at $1.
I bid $3.
For the towels?
Yeah.
Okay. Doris bid $3 for the towels. 10 cents.
Still low. It's
No, it's a little bit more than 10 cents.
all right, 25 cents.
13.26.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. Give me a piece of paper.
Okay. We're doing high finances here. Cynthia, you're almost close, but not. We're doing the high finances here. Okay, so well, nobody's really that close. What did you say, Phyllis?
I said 25 cents, but
Nope, that's too much. So it's not 10 cents and it's not 25 cents.
13 cents a cigar.
Oh,
Close.
almost. You're close. You're the closest so far. Not 35 cents.
It's an odd number.
It's a very odd number. Okay, if you are interested in an already finished pillow, so we've got a cute little pillow with a skull already stuffed. Little hand stitching there at the bottom. You've got horses on the back. If you want a new pillow for your couch, S60, the auction is starting at $15. S60, the auction is starting at $15. The towels are at $3. S72, the towels are at $3. S129, you're so close, Laura and Kathleen and Fran, so close.
All right, 17 cents.
So close. We
Which
could
would-
give it
I
to
think-
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause you have
we
to-
did the math. It's 16 2/3 cents. So you got for your history lesson, 3 cigars for 50 cents. 3 cigars for 50 cents. Okay, so S129 is nobody was going to get 16 2/3 cents.
No.
129. Let's get back to business. 129. Peggy says she used to buy the boxes for 25 cents to $1, depending on size, and cardboard or wooden boxed boxes.
This is a tall one.
It's a tall one. I have a ton of wooden ones. I haven't started collecting the paper ones, but obviously they must be
Because I
worth
have one
something.
that's this, but it's shorter, but the top, the lid's been ripped off.
Oh no.
But it fits there.
Okay.
It's
129 is Kathleen for $15. 129 is Kathleen for $15. Doris, you're $3 for the towels, and then S60, no takers for the pre-made skull pillow. No takers for the pre-made skull pillow. If you're local and you need Christmas gifts, we've got a whole room full of finished samples. Oh, I do have this. House of Windsor, 55 cigars. Let's see. Apparently this was the way to store your embroidery threads back in the day.
Yeah.
So, 15 cents. This is an oldie too. 15 cents. And it has like metallic threads. It has all kinds of crazy threads. It's got a lot of already threaded needles. Gosh, I should have saved this. I was doing some embroidery last night and I could not see the eye of the needle to thread them. I almost had to wake Devin up to thread my needles. So you've got a whole, it doesn't even look like these have been used. So a ton of embroidery threads in here. Okay. S99, we're just going to start it at $8. S99, we're going to start at $8. House of Windsor, S99.
And that's a wooden box. It's not a cardboard. It's a balsa.
Okay. S99 is starting at $8. And then we have a random goodie box bag. So you've got replacement needles. I can't tell if it's 1 or 2 in there. You've got some buttons, uniform pearl. Oh, nurses. Oh, look at Phyllis. Do you need those uniform pearls?
I have boxes of them.
Oh, she has boxes of them. Don't worry. Someday we'll have those on the auction too, but not for a very long time. Here's some quality pearls. Gosh, back in the day, they were 10 cents. Just the cards alone are fun. Okay, what else? The National Trust. Oh, those are pretty cute. Look at those. They're little button, these things, pins. But they've got cute little animals on them. I can't tell what, but cute little animals on them. I'm going to put them right back in the National Trust bag. Priceless. You've got a thimble ring. I think that's what it is, a thimble ring. Some more buttons. Plastic rings. More buttons. More buttons. Oh, priceless pearls. Priceless pearls. A needle nabber magnet. Oh, it's I really do need that. It's pins to your shirt, and then your pins and things go on it. I just stick it through my shirt, and then pretty soon I've got a big hole in my shirt. Here is a couple of thimbles. A couple of thimbles. They're adjustable. I don't know. And then a thicker needle eye. Double needle threaders. Oh, double needle threaders. Some buttons and some more pearls. Priceless. S139, the auction is starting at $4. 139, the auction is starting at $4. Oh, Brenda had to take the dog for a walk before it gets dark. Gosh, Remy wishes I would take her for a walk. Kathleen says her dad used to smoke those. Gosh. S99 is at $20. So the wooden cigar box with all the embroidery threads is at $20. And then $139, there's two of you at $5 for all of the buttons and treasures. So two of you at $5. S139, there's two of you at $5. And let's see what else we have in this bin. This is definitely a ginormous bag. Here, I don't want to flip it too much, but it is a huge bag. Okay, there is still a JC. I was going to say, I don't even know if JCPenney still exists.
Yes.
You can tell I don't ever leave the four walls of Fabric Chicks. Okay, here is an upholstery fabric. It's quite a big chunk. It's really cute. You could make pillows or a tote bag. Then you've got some, I guess, kind of like jean fabric. Somebody was making a project.
Yeah, that's a denim.
A denim. You've got some jersey, I think that's called. You've got some more jersey, random things. I would make tote bags out of this. I would sew all this together, collage it together, and embellish the heck out of it. But it's all kind of upholstery fabrics and different heavier weight fabrics. And then let's see what's in this other bag is like scraps of weird fabrics. And then we've got another bag with some more. This is a big chunk of upholstery, like maybe a couple yards. I don't know. And then more denim-y, but stiff denim. All right, this whole bag of fun projects, endless projects, this whole bag, we're just going to start at $1. S74, the whole bag starting at $1. S74. S74, the whole bag is starting at $1. Doris has made all of those other things so cute. Let's see what we have. $139 is the buttons are at $10. $139, the buttons are at $10. $99, we haven't had any bits in a while. $99, Susan DeHaan for $10. Susan DeHaan for $10. Okay. And then $139 for the buttons. That was the last thing bid on. It's at $10. $139, the buttons are at $10. S74, a ginormous bag of all kinds of fun stuff. There's probably about a yard of this one. I should actually probably steal this because I'm getting ready to redo my pool lounge chairs. And we did them with all the upholstery scraps out of the books. I don't know, maybe like, gosh, 10 years ago, but they're starting to fall apart. So I need to redo them this winter. 99 was at $20.
Yeah, 99.
I think, didn't I say $20?
You said 10.
Oh, I didn't know it was 20. Sorry. Thank you for keeping me on track. 99 was at 20.
Okay. It's still Susan, right?
It's Susan at 20, yeah. S74 is this big pile of upholstery fabrics and different things. A lot of different things you could do with it. $1 to anybody who wants it. S74 is at $1. S74 is at $1. 139 is at $12. 139 for the buttons is at $12. 139 for the buttons is at $12. And here is I think this has to go with something else. It's 8 feet of elastic. Like, who needs 8 feet of elastic? Gosh, if this was during COVID times, this was worth lots. This was like
toilet paper?
Not elastic for their masks. Okay, S64, we'll just start it at $1. 8 feet. I don't know. Since when did we start measuring in feet? I don't know. It's a big chunk of elastic. I want to say elastic is $1.25 a yard or something. But S64 is at $1. S64 is at $1. 139 is at $13. 139 is at $13. Riri's going to take this for $3. Riri's going to take that for $3. That is a good deal, Riri. I was going to have to measure it and roll up the pieces and then put it out for sale. We have a whole upholstery section here at the shop. So if you're local but you haven't really been in, or you've been in and it's been too overwhelming, we do have quite a bit of upholstery stuff here. This goes in there. Yeah. Okay, the elastic is S64 for $1. Here, I'm going to throw the elastic in this tub. Here, I'm going to throw the elastic in this tub, and we're going to make this tub. I haven't seen it yet, but we're going to start this at $4, including the elastic. If you want the bucket, if you want the bin, just tell us you want the bin. We have 1 billion bins. So if you're local and you need bins, Phyllis, do you need plastic bins? Do you need plastic bins?
I need one big one.
Oh, I probably have big ones upstairs. They get too big and then I can't take them to shows. So I don't like the big ones. Yeah. Okay, S64 is starting at $4. You've got some roses, priceless roses, some more roses, some seam binding, is open, but it doesn't look like it was used. Some Velcro, and S64, you've got an old vintage pincush thimble, some buttons, a variety of stuff. I'm not sure what. Some satin ribbon. This is like, reminds me of my junk drawer. Here though, you do have like probably what was used for wedding favors or something. But this one is super cute. This alone is worth the $4. Can you guys see how cute that is? Here.
That is cute.
That is like worth the $4 right there for that little heart ribbon. I'm not sure what the rest of this stuff is. This is like old elastic out of somebody's like bra or something. I think we have to throw this away unless you really want this. Like, I don't even know who would save that. Not even I would save that.
My mother. It doesn't allow.
Okay. So S64, $4. S64 is $4. $139. That's $13 for the to Kathleen. $13 to Kathleen. S64 is starting at $4. Hang on a second. I'm just going to put this back to the $1, okay? Because to me, this is a bunch of random stuff. All I really want is this, the lace, the heart and ribbon lace. S64, $1. If you want the tub, tell us and we'll ship you the tub. S64, all those treasures for $1. S64, all the treasures for $1. I do have more creative memories. I'm just going to put them all together. Okay, S64 is those treasures right there, $1. A good order. Yeah, a very good order. Very good. Okay, here is, if you're familiar with creative memories, then you know what these are for. I do not, but oh, look at, she found some good treasures in there. So there is some good treasures buried beneath the others. So S64, totally worth $1. Okay, here is the creative memories. S1522, you've got this thing. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm going to cut myself trying to figure it out. And then you have fast formulas showcasing the makers. And you have some of these, whatever they do. And we have one more box. So, creative memories. Oh, those are the same thing. So if you've got friends, if you have friends, you got 2 of them. And then here's your hexagons and then something else. So all of this creative memories for $10, S1522, 1522 for the creative memories, S64, no takers on number 1. Gosh, I might have to put that stuff in the trash to treasures. Oh, I kind of feel a little bit bad about that. S64, $1 for the whole bucket of treasures. And then S1522 is for the creative memories. I know, I used to hot glue these onto things back when I was like 12. Glitter roses. There's like 5 packages of those.
Yeah, they're all different colors.
Yeah. Those are punches to cut out paper. It's a corner trimmer to round the corners of picture. Oh, well, if you guys need these, you can get the whole collection for $10. The whole collection for $10. Or this bag of treasures for $1. $1. Okay, let's see what else. I feel like Mary Poppins. I just keep going into the box of stuff. Okay, here's another one you guys will love because I know you love buttons. Oh, that we might have to put into the trash to treasures bags. Here is super cute Debbie Munn for Joann's. Hand-painted bird buttons. Look, it was 97 cents at one point for the 4 hand-painted bird buttons. Those are actually very cute. Then we've got some red buttons. You've got 2 cards of these red buttons. Somebody's button to fix a sweater. Some more metal buttons. And then we also have in this collection some vintage coat backers, glass, plastic, and black plastic. So you've got some vintage buttons, all of that. And we're just going to start S89. We're going to start that at $3. S89 starting at $3. I'll take the punches. Great price, good price, but expensive to mail. Okay, Carolyn, you can have the creative and memories. But if you guys are coming up here for anything, you can always ask us to hold your boxes. S89, the buttons are at $3. The buttons are at $3. Okay, that whole kit and caboodle. The buttons are at $3. And this we're going to have to just take to the trash to treasures bin. Whoa, if you haven't gotten your trash to treasures bucket, and you want one, let us know and we'll put that. I've got like 8 of them ready to ship out. Okay, here is this is actually a pretty collection. It's a gold metallic with the earth and moon and stars. Then this one has like a silver metallic. It's a wood grain, but with a metallic in it, like a third of a yard maybe. And then this one's a third of a yard. She did a lot of thirds of a yards. And then some rocks. And this was Susie Robbins fabric back in the day. Gosh, we had this fabric line. It was a good seller when I first opened. And then about a yard of this great turquoise. So those two go great together. Let's see here. We'll just start this one right at $5. S1555 starting at $5. 1555 starting at $5. S89 is at $4. The buttons are at $4. Oh, here is a Storm at Sea project. At least that's what it says. Let's see what we've got here. S1555, I'm just going to move it aside. Here is a Storm at Sea. I always like seeing the projects and how people, this is a lesson to all of us to make sure we leave the pattern very detailed with our project, okay? So it looks like, I'm not going to touch it because it looks like all the pieces are cut and labeled. Okay, so you've got down here, this is going to be your main fabric is this brown. So those are your 2 main fabrics. And then these are all your beiges. So, yep, the main fabrics all look the same. There is some black in it also. I mean, it is a lot of pieces. So if you want to take on somebody else's project, note yardage allows for a 25 center blocks and reverse 24 border blocks, whatever that means. So if you want to take this project on, we're going to just start this as 64 at $1, as 64 at $1, 1555 for this, this fabric collection, 1555. We have $7 on YouTube, but then we have $10 on Facebook. Oh, Kathleen wants just the turquoise piece for $5. Well, whoever bids on it, if you want to let the turquoise piece go for $5, Kathleen will buy it off of you. Devin loves it when we do those fancy transactions. S64 is at $2. So the Storm at Sea project is at $2. Storm at Sea project's at $2. S89 for the buttons is going to go to Candy for $4. Candy for $4. And then we have a piece of, let's see what it says. So almost a yard of this monster fabric. So you have almost a yard of this monster fabric. Let's ride. And then this was from that collection also. So you've got like a third of a yard maybe of the Go With It fabric. So you've got a yard and a third plus fabric. And we're just going to start this at $7, S75 at $7. 1555. So this is at $12. on YouTube. 1555 is at $12 on YouTube. You have about a yard of the earth and stars and about a yard of that, and then all these other fabrics. S155 is at $12. What a deal if you get for a buck. Yeah, but it's already at $2. It's already at $2. S64, Victor's at $2. You could outbid him though, and for $3, you could have a fun project. For $3, you basically could have an entire quilt, I think, already cut. So even if it's a table runner, it's still a great price. For $3, that's less than your cup of coffee. It's worth the gamble.
Even half a cup of coffee.
Gracie came in with a chai latte the other day, and she said she paid $11 at Starbucks. First of all, I can't imagine drinking chai latte. Second of all, I can't imagine spending $11. Kids, they have too much money these days. 1555 is at $15. 1555. Hey, Ann, how are you? 1555 is at $15. Whoever buys it, if you want to sell this piece of turquoise, Kathleen will pay $5 for the piece of turquoise. S75 for the monster fabric. If you've got a little boy in your world, sometimes boys are hard to find fabric for, but these are super cute, fun monsters. So just kind of wild and crazy monsters. It's about a yard, 35 inches of the monster border print. And then you've got about a third of a yard of the Go With It fabrics. So S75 is $7. And then S155 is at $15. 155 is at $15. S64, 1555 is at $18. 1555 is at $18. Victor, we're going to give this to you for $1.
I thought he was at $2.
He was, but nobody else bid on it. So I say just give it to him for $1. Devin loves working for free. Okay. S75, there's two of you at $7. S75, two of you at $7.
Brenda's at $10.
Oh, Brenda's at $10. S75, Brenda's at $10 for the yard of monster, and then the third of a yard or so plus of the Go With It fabrics. S75 is, there's two of you now at $10. Cynthia is on YouTube and Brenda's on Facebook. Two of you at $10 for the monster fabric. And then this is like I don't even know what to start this auction at, but this is the picnic bag. So very well put together. We used to sell the pattern for this, so we had the sample from the designer. So you've got a pocket here. You've got a hot pad here. So a hot pad here, an extra pocket right here. And then here you've got another pocket, and it comes with a piece of silverware. I should keep this because our silverware always goes missing here at the shop. You have a couple of plastic wine glasses. You have some placemats. So super cute placemats. Your silverware actually goes in these little side pockets, so it's very well put together. And then it ties up. So this is literally your picnic basket. I know some of you, like Peggy, love to go out when you go for picnics and things or to the winery. You take your own stuff. Here's another silverware plasticware. You've got some cute little napkins and pockets for all this stuff to go into. And I do not think that's supposed to be in there. So anyways, I don't know if you can see into this, but it's got all kinds of little pockets for your plates and your placemats. And then your wine glasses go here so they don't get broke. So all of this, and look at that cute flower on the front. Remy hair is free. You got a cute little flower on the front, and I'm just going to start this. I mean, I should use it as a Christmas gift for somebody, except for I don't really do Christmas. Okay, we're going to just start this auction at $15 because I already have a tag made for $15. And then we're going to close some of these up. So 1555 on YouTube is at $20. 1555 on YouTube is at $20. So the turquoise and all those fabrics, 1555 is at $20 on YouTube. S75 is at $12 on YouTube. S75 is at $12 on YouTube. And then S98, a perfect gift. S98 is the perfect picnic basket. Already made. You could literally just throw it in some gift wrapping. And I mean, I would clean the wine glasses because they've been up in our samples for a long time. S98 is starting at $15. S98 is starting, I think I flipped. Devin, do you know how to flip the... Oh, there we go. Okay. S98 picnic bag for $15. Peggy knows what she sees here. This literally is probably like a $75 picnic bag. Easily. $75 picnic bag easily. It probably would cost you, if you made it, more than $75 for all the foam and well, I'm just saying. This picnic basket. Do I need to show you, girls and gentlemen, this picnic basket again? Here is the bag. I mean, you could just use it as a regular bag. You don't have to use it as a picnic bag, but it's got like all the little slots sewn into. Let me see. It's got all the little slots sewn into it for your silverware or your art supplies. It's got a Velcro pocket here. You've got a couple of placemats with the coordinating napkins. You've got where the wine glasses are, you could secure your rulers or something. And then you've got some other pockets for your plates. And anyhow, S98 is at $22. S98 is at $22. And then look at how cute. All the finishing touches are really adorable here. Yeah, look at the knife, fork, and spoon little. Can you guys see? The detail is incredible. S98. And then S1555. 1555. Cynthia for $20. And then S75. S75 is Cynthia for $12. Okay, this, I'm going to just, I don't think she has a basket.
How much was this one? 20?
12. 12 and 20. And then Cynthia, let us know if you want to sell the piece of turquoise to Kathleen for $5. Okay, here is a tablecloth already hemmed. It does have a hole right here. But I would literally, you could use this tablecloth as to build on if you're doing a vest or something instead of putting batting. I have decided that those long vests that I made are too thick if you put batting in them. Then it's like you're wearing a quilt. So you need like an easy base like this to build on. It gives just enough body. Or you could use it as a tablecloth. Yeah, you could use it as a tablecloth if you want it. I would use it as a foundation for a jacket. So it is a big size. Or I would paint on it and then use it for a quilt backing or like an artsy piece or something. Jody just did. Well, she didn't just do it, but when I was at her house, I saw it again. She took doilies and then she fussy cut out big cave flowers and put them on one of our hand painted where we just splash the paint on a canvas. And okay, no problem, Cynthia. Cynthia said she wants to keep her turquoise. And then, but the doilies and the cave flowers were super cute. So a tablecloth might be a good base for your doilies. That might be a good idea. Okay. 1541 for the tablecloth, $5. S1541. How did I get this turned around again?
It was only when you just tilted it just slightly. It flipped.
Okay, 1541. 1541 for the tablecloth. It's starting at $5. It's not in pristine condition, so I wouldn't buy it as a tablecloth necessarily, but I would buy it as a piece of fabric that I could turn into an art piece or to use for a lining, not a lining, but the inside of a jacket. I think that the stiffness would make your like a vest, a quilted vest. It would be like the right weight that you want as opposed to batting. 1541. 1541 is the tablecloth. The already finished lunch basket or dinner basket or just going to the winery is at $25. S98 is at $25. The detail is pretty incredible. Like the hours spent, I mean, I'm not a bag maker, but the hours spent making this bag and the placemats and the napkins and the everything, the pot, look at the pot holder. Who would have thought the pot holder? Anyhow, every detail is thought about. It's at $26. S98 is at $26. 1541 is the tablecloth. I don't see any takers at $5. And here is some lace. This is just by the yard because, you know, sometimes you don't need that much. So let's do 4 yards for $1. So 4 yards for $1 for as long as it lasts. That's 25 cents a yard. It is a cute little kind of a ruched, very petite little ruffly thing. 4 yards for $1. 4 yards for $1. S76. 4 yards for $1 of the little lacy stuff. S76 is 4 yards for $1. That's 25 cents a yard. I don't even know. That's like less than a piece of bubble gum these days. Okay. Here is more random stuff. Okay, let's just combine these two fabric collections. S98 is at $27. Get your final bids in. You're going to be really sad when we close that up and you're like, oh, if I would have bid one more dollar, I would have gotten it. Okay, here is a fabric collection. So you've got about a yard of the clouds and about probably 3/4 of a yard, it feels like, of this turquoise. You've got some angels. Can you guys see how cute that is? Little cherubs. Some more fabrics. And here is kind of a pastel-y, rainbowy fabric. Kind of an ombre rainbowy fabric. We'll just do that at S77 at $5. S77 at $5. The bag is at $27. The battle of the bag. S98 is at $27. S77 is for this collection of fabric at $5. And then S76 is $1 for 4 yards. S76 is $1 for 4 yards for this cute little ruffly fabric. And then S1541 is for the tablecloth, but I would use it as the interface, the interfacing of a jacket. S1541. S1541. And just put in S28. It's not that hard. But nobody wants to make Peggy mad. Nobody wants to outbid Peggy.
98. S98.
S
And you can outbid Peggy.
Yeah, it's at $27 right now. It literally, if you were to craft fair and you bought it, I would assume would be at minimum 40.
Without this goodies.
Yeah, a minimum of $45, but I bet you it's probably more like $65. Okay, so no, S77 is at $7. 70. Here, give this to Brenda for $7. 1541. We've got no takers. I think I'm going to use that for a lining of a jacket, or for the doily project. Oh, Lynn, sorry, we already gave it to Brenda. S76 is 4 yards for $1 of that cute little lace. S76 is $1 for 4 yards. 4 yards for $1. Okay, she's going to give that to Peggy for $27. She does not want to get on Peggy's bad side. And then here is another. Oh, this is cute. This is like a, let's see. You've got about 1.25 yards of this cute print, floral print, 1.25 yards of that. Then you've got, I don't know, 3/4 yard of that stripey. And then just some extras we threw in. S33 is $5. S33 is $5. Yeah, we all try to stay on Peggy's good side. Okay, here is a 1 7/8 piece of fabric. And this is out of the shop, but it goes great with that. Well, I don't know. This might have a little bit too much of that orange. But we did this as a cheater print when we had the sample, but I sold the sample. So now I have this random 2-yard piece left. It says hippity hop, Easter is here. So it's a cute little Easter print, but it is a pre-printed panel. I think if I remember correctly, we took rickrack and sewed it in between. We just sewed it down the rows and then across with rickrack. Super cute girls quilt. It's a yard. Let's see, 1 7/8, almost 2 yards of the hippity hop pre-printed panel. We're going to start that auction at $12. I just took the price tag off of it. It was $22.44 in the shop. So it was $22.44 today, though, because we love to clean up around here because I hear clutter creates chaos or something. Although I can't even imagine that. We are just cleaning up. S151 is at $12. 151 is at $12 for the 1 7/8 yards of the cheater panel. S33 is at $5. Get your final bids in because she's getting ready to close it up. S33 Suzette for $5. S151, it's 1 7/8 yards for $12. It is a cute little cheater print. S151. Get your bids in quick, girls. Sorry, Brenda, we already put Suzette's name on that one. 33 is already gone. Okay, if you do need webbing, we did the demo on the key fob webbing project, and this is all kinds of random stuff. I don't even know what this is. What do you think this is? This is a kind of a thinner webbing.
It's a ribbon, but
this is webbing, but once you put your fabric on it, you can use it for a keychain, cut it whatever size you want. Here's other webbing. So just a variety bag of Velcro and webbing, it looks like. And then this is some kind of a ribbon. but quite a bit of it. I'm not sure, wrap Christmas gifts with it or something. S78, S155, $1. S155, $1. S151, we have Cynthia on YouTube and Elaine on Facebook at $12. 151 is at $12. There's two of you at $12. 155 is at $1. You've got webbing, ribbon, and Velcro. Just a variety pack of stuff. S155, S155. What time is it, Phyllis?
5:22.
Oh gosh. Okay. S151. There's two of you at $12. 151. There's two of you at $12. And we've got some more vintage buttons here. Oh, these ones I might want to keep for my. Gosh. 151 is at $14. 155 is at $1. Here is some vintage buttons. 157. 157. I'll get down close so you can see them. 157 is, you got two of those. You got two of the green. Yep, three of those. A blue one. A brown one. So three of the green, three of the red. Vintage buttons. S157. We'll just start it at $5 because I think you'll bid $5. 157 is at $5 for the buttons. 155 is at $2. The webbing and the Velcro is at $2. The webbing and the Velcro is at $2. 151 is at $14. 151 is at $14 on Facebook. 157 for the vintage buttons. We've got it at $5. And then here's another set of vintage buttons. Hang on a second. They're very vintage. And then we have these to go with it. Priceless. You've got some strapping metal buttons. You've got leather design buttons in there. Various with printing. And then metal stamped buttons. S95 is going to start at $5 for that selection of buttons. All of these. And those bigger ones too. S95 is starting at $5. 151, Elaine for $14. 151 went to Elaine for $14. That's 1 7/8, so that's like $6. $7.25 a yard or something. That's a good price. Super cute for Easter. You can make a tablecloth. 157 is at $5. 155 is Kathleen for $2. And then S95 is at $5. S95 is at $5. Here's a fun one. Here, I have no takers for this, so I'm just going to put all the buttons together. All the buttons together. At 157, we're at Lynn's at $5. So 157 is all the buttons at $5. Get your bids in. I'm going to show you. This is another bucket of random stuff. We've got little baby quilts. So little doll quilts or something, miniature quilts. But this one is hand quilted with the princesses. And then here's another little mini quilt, hand quilted.
Mug rug.
Oh, they could be mug rugs. This princess one though is too small. I mean, it's like it's a. I think it was to go in a Barbie house or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I think. But then you have the spider, embroidered spider. You've got embroidered princesses here. I'm just going to put them here so you can see them. And then the old lady in the shoe. So these are like nursery rhymes, but they're all embroidered by machine, I believe. And then, so all of this in this auction, S95 starting at $5. 157 for all the buttons is at $8. 157 for all the buttons is at $8. And then all the nursery rhymes and the little quilts, S95 is starting at $5. S95 is starting at $5. And then we have a freebie. I'm just going to scroll for this. It's a couple of stockings. So we've got a couple of cute little handmade stockings. You could put gift cards in them or something. And then we have this going with it, which is a cross-stitch gingerbread house and kitten stocking. And Phyllis, just scroll and pick a winner.
Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia Scribner. Okay. Cynthia S. Okay, Cynthia. And if you ever win something and you don't want it, just let us know. We don't want to clutter your world, but we do have lots of fantastic treasures around here. S157 is the buttons at $8. 157, the buttons are at $8. S95, we have candy at $6. S95, candy is at $6. The buttons are at $8. Let's do Susan Barclay for $8. Susan for $8. Then I have another giveaway. I mean, we're just full of giveaways around here at Fabric Chicks. We have some felted, cute little felt ornaments, and then a little ball ornament or something. We don't really know, but these two are really cute. You could embellish them. They would be fun to embellish, I think. Okay, find me another winner.
Lynn Barclay.
Lynn, oh, she'll like those. Lynn Barclay. You can just throw them in that bag there. That's that red bag right there. Yeah, that's her big bag. Okay, let's see. If anybody did not get one of these free patterns and they want them, just type in you want the chess set. So this is an Eleanor Peace Bailey pattern, and it's all the pieces for a chess set. So if you want the free pattern because you want to make the chess set for somebody you love, just type in you want the free chess set for a son-in-law, and we'll get that made too. The little stockings make cute silverware holders. Oh, that would be cute. Oh, poor Jenny. She's been having trouble with her tablet. Susan, yeah, Lynn is her husband.
Oh, okay.
She's incognito. You got one, Victor. I see it in your basket, Victor. Okay, let's see. S95 is at $8. All these cute embroideries are at $8. And then we have a bucket of muslin and tone-on tones. So it's about 5 yards total of muslin. So you got about 5 yards here. Here's a tone on tone. That one feels like an upholstery fabric. It's definitely a little bit thicker. Here's here's a Christmas tone on tone. So you've got the poinsettias there, some roses, and some mums or something. So you've got a whole variety of tone on tones and
one scrap
and one little blueberry scrap here, the priceless blueberry scrap. All right, we're going to just start this at $5 because I think you guys are going to get there. It's about 5 yards of various muslins. And then here, we might as well do this one because Christmas is coming and you might get it done on Christmas Eve. This is Jester Stockings. Jester Stockings. It's super cute. I thought about doing it myself just because I love the Jester. Look at how cute those stockings are. So I thought about keeping it for myself, but you know, I'm never going to get to it. So you've got the Jester stocking pattern here, and then you've got a ton of green felt, and you got some gold felt or some gold lame thrown in just because. And then you've got some red felt, and then you've got a silver remnant from Walmart. So I'm guessing that the stockings were going to be made out of all this felt. I don't know how much felt do you think is here?
Almost looks like a yard apiece.
At least a yard. It's at least a yard of each of the two felts, the stocking, the remnants. So everything you need to make some Jester stockings. We're just going to start that at $15. S97 at $15. S95, let's see. S95, I'm going to say is Susan for $8. Susan Barclay or Lynn. S63 on YouTube is at $10. So the tone on tones are at $10 on YouTube. S63 is at $10. And then S63 is at $10. S97 for the felt and the all the felt and the pattern for the Jester stocking is at $15. So 2 yards of felt minimum, 2 yards of felt minimum, and the pattern S97 is at $15. S97 is at $15. And then I have a Virginia Robertson pattern here. Well, if you want the doll pattern, type in you want the doll pattern and we'll do a drawing because I only have one of these. But Addie and Tina dolls, Doll Faces by the Yard. I don't think she does Doll Faces by the Yard anymore. But if you want this pattern, just type in that you want the Addie and Tina dolls, and then we'll do a drawing if there's more than one of you. And then if you want the Cozy Cuddle Robe pattern, just type that in and we'll get it in your basket. Let's see. S63, the tone on tone fabrics are at $10. The tone on tone fabrics, the muslin, beige, and off-white fabrics are at $10 on YouTube. Oh, there's 3 of you that want the doll pattern. We have a mystery ornament box here, just random, like the squirrels like the best one there. But if you want this mystery box of ornaments, just type in you want the mystery box of ornaments. We'll throw it in your basket. And that's about all we have. Okay, let me write. There's 3 of you that want the no takers for the robe. I think we've given out so many of those. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put your names into a bucket. And then let me get my AirPods out of it. Okay, pick a lucky number for the Candy. Okay, Candy's got the doll pattern. The ornaments are Elaine. And S97 is for the felt, for the stockings. Devin's going to have to ship out some boxes. For the first time ever, we used to have like piles of random size boxes, but we do not anymore. Here's a, what is this? Oh, we couldn't figure out what this is, but I think it is, I think this is the bathing suit cover up. If you need a sailboat bathing suit cover up, just let us know and we'll throw this into. Oh, it could go. Oh, I think the straps. Is it one of those that goes like this? And then the straps go around the neck, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a dress. It's like a moo dress. Oh gosh, this would be like perfect for
If you go on a sailboat.
yeah. If you're
If you're shipping.
Suzette, we do need boxes. It is very crazy because we've been drowning in boxes. Like we've had so many boxes, but because for a while there, Devin was shipping everything. Devin was shipping everything in the Tyvek envelopes, but lately everything has been being shipped because it's such random sizes that it is. Cynthia wants that. We should actually do a pattern of that because when you do it as a dress, it's kind of a nice
It's kind of cute.
cover up. Yeah, and it would be super simple.
You have to put it up
Okay.
there.
I think I'm going to trace that pattern first before I put it in Cynthia's. Okay, Cynthia, we'll make sure you get it. Okay, so that is all we have today. If you need this Santa panel, I don't know if I showed it, but it is S61 for $10. So if you need the Santa panel, S61 for $10. And that's all we have for today.
Well,
We have to finish up the, oh gosh. I know it's time for dinner, okay? Maybe lunch. S63. S63 is Susan for $7. Oh, wait, Cynthia for $10 on YouTube. Okay, so that is all we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Oh, no, but we had no bidders on that. S97, we had no bidders. Okay, so that is all we have for today. I'll try to do demos on Monday just because quick and easy Christmas gifts, if I can pull myself together. You never know. All right, so that's all we have. Thank you for joining us. We love you guys. Have a great night. Go sew. Sew.
Wasn't the Santa panel S62 from Kathleen Rader wrote?
Maybe. Did I show two Santas?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was a different Santa panel. That was the 4 blocks. That was the 4 blocks that I said would make.
now.
It's buried, but that was the other Santa panel. So we had 2 Santa panels tonight, Kathleen. It is buried on the table. I can take a picture and post it on Fabric Chick Stitch Along, the different panels, but it was the 4 blocks that I said would make they'd make great bags or pillows. It was kind of more vintagey looking panel. All right, so that's all we have for today. We will see you guys on Monday at 4:00. If you ever have any questions, give us a call. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Love you. Bye. Bye.